Good evening and welcome. Welcome to the caretaker's exit stage left pursuit by a bear. 10 years ago, a group of creative-minded people got together to found the theatre group, the Caretakers. And now 10 years later, we're still here, we're still going strong, and we're still producing plays. What you're about to see tonight is a one-act play evening. 8 short plays, 8 plays, all of them written by our members. 8 original plays you have not seen anywhere else before. In the description under the video, you'll find a list of all the plays, as well as the order as they're going to be performed in. There's going to be a short 10-minute break in the middle, which gives you enough time to go to the toilet and stock up on drinks. Also in the description, you'll find a link to our website. If you want to support us, there's a description there of how you can do that. You can give us something via Twint or bank transfer, so that should be really easy if you want to support us. Every little bit counts, and every little bit is going to go towards future productions. And with that, I'm proud to open our first live stream ever, and all I have left to say is, let the show begin.
Are you all right? Are you sure? I mean, you know you can tell me if you're worried about something. You know that, don't you? It's just, for the last few weeks now, you've looked very, very thoughtful. Like there's something on your mind bothering you. I guess we all have things in our minds at the moment, but just let me know, if you want. Because we can talk about things, can't we? Sam says she and Chris can talk about everything. Can we talk about everything? I suppose at the moment, there's not a lot to talk about. Not like at the start. It's almost exciting, wasn't it? Now it's just statistics, infections, and deaths. Doesn't it feel more real when there's a spike somewhere we've been? I looked at my phone the other day at the photos from Miami. That was a really great vacation, wasn't it? I scrolled through my messages too, and I had to scroll pretty far down to find your name. Can you imagine? No need to text when you're sharing the same 100 square feet every day. I also read through some of our old ones. It was mainly logistics. Never really noticed that before. Oh, if you have a migraine, coming on. I still have some paracetamol, so you wouldn't have to risk going to the pharmacy. I bought some extra when everything started getting crazy. And I know what you said about hoarding stuff, but still, you know, it's always good to have some, just in case. You know, it's weird. I never really thought of you as someone who needed others, but it seems like Zoom conversations are the only times where you get animated at the moment, and I watch us on the screen and I see you. The way you were, it makes me happy. I did notice when my sister leaned over the camera the other day. No, you know what? It's fine. I don't mind. As long as we're okay. And we are okay, aren't we? Because we really don't say I love you an awful lot. Is it implied? When you kiss my forehead and squeeze my hand, it always felt implied, but lately it's felt somehow less implied. And also, isn't love about noticing the other person? You've never really noticed things. At least before, you were running around, you had a lot going on. But now, you'd think being with someone 24/7, you'd start to notice some things. Especially if something changes. I've noticed that you've started drinking more. You know, a beer at lunch and then throughout the afternoon. It's fine, it's not a problem. I've noticed some changes in myself, too. You see, it's over 6 weeks now since the lockdown started, and I was thinking I should get to the pharmacy. It'll be okay. Won't it?
Busy? Yours?
So, listen, we need to talk about Frankie.
What about Frankie?
His behaviour has been sort of erratic recently.
Really?
Moody, don't you think?
I hadn't noticed, to be honest.
Well, maybe that's because you don't spend as much time here as I do. That's not a criticism.
It better not be.
It's not. I know you work very hard. I'm just saying I bear the brunt of it because I'm at home more.
Okay. What is it that you wanted to tell me?
Well, just that his behaviour recently has been sort of...
Erratic, yes. You already said that. Could you be a bit more specific?
Well, he doesn't answer when I call him. He turns his back on me when I'm talking to him. One day he eats like a horse, and then next he won't touch a thing.
He's a healthy weight. I'm not worried.
He falls asleep all over the place, in bed, on the sofa, wherever.
That's not unusual at his age.
And another thing.
Yes?
The other night he stayed out till nearly midnight, and when he finally came home...
Yes?
He smelled of cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Yes.
That is strange.
I know.
He's starting to sound like a typical teenager.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Where did the time go? It seems like only yesterday we first brought him home.
Perhaps you wouldn't notice these things if you were at home more.
We talked about this before Frankie came along. He always knew I'd go back to work.
I know. I'm just saying, perhaps your relationship with him has suffered.
Whereas yours is blossoming. Didn't you have a fight last week?
We were just playing. You know, a bit of rough and tumble.
And who does he cuddle up to on the sofa?
That's just because you spoil him with treats all the time.
Okay, what do you think we should do then?
I think you should talk to him.
Me?
Yes, he looks up to you.
Well, he can't very well look down on me, can he?
You know what I mean.
But you spent more time with him.
Maybe we need help from a professional.
What kind of professional?
You know, a therapist or something.
Oh, that sounds expensive. Don't you think perhaps you're overreacting just a bit?
I wasn't going to tell you this, but the other day I came home and found him in the bathroom with his head in the toilet.
Oh no, you don't think he's been drinking again, do you?
I think so.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know. I wasn't going to tell you. It's just, I'm really worried about him. I just don't know what to do.
Right. Let's try talking to him together.
All right. Call him down. He's up in his room.
Okay, and remember, be supportive and understanding. We don't want to alienate him.
Yes, we don't want him to pounce on us.
Okay, here he goes. Frankie! Frankie!
Frankie!
Come down to Mama! Frankie!
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 Oh, can I have a coffee, please? Thank you.
Your coffee!
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, hi. Hi. So good to see you. Please have a seat. Can I get you anything?
Just a coffee, thanks.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Yes? Can we get a coffee, please? Sure. How would you take it? How do you take it?
Just black, please. Just black.
Just black. Okay. Oh, so good to see you. How are you?
Fine.
Oh, good. I'm pleased. Are you up to much?
Oh, just taking a break from everything. You know.
Oh, yes. You lucky thing. No, of course not. Look, I really appreciate you seeing me, especially after every. Oh God, I could do with a rest.
Maybe the Prime Minister's budget fiasco will come out. Sure, they'll be looking for someone to stick their hand up for that one. Then you could certainly take a nice long rest.
Well, I think that if that were to come out, we'd all be in trouble, wouldn't we? Group holiday, anyone? No, I mean, you do understand, though, don't you?
Oh, I understand perfectly.
Oh, good.
Here's your coffee, love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, what choice did I have? Okay, I couldn't tell them it was me, could I? Think what that would have meant for the party, for the government.
I understand.
And if it wasn't me, it had to be someone.
Someone.
No,
You could have called.
I know. It was just with the press everywhere. You know, the office has completely fallen apart since you've been gone.
Well, what about Jarvis?
Jarvis, the man is an imbecile. He has about as much political sense as a...
Oh, a recent graduate in political science.
Exactly. I mean, he suggested we send troops to Dover to show the Frenchies we mean business. I mean, we'd all love to, obviously, but you can't do that. They are very sensitive. I'd love to have you back, of course, but I can't. So soon after what happened, but I can put in a good word for you, you know, over at education. I mean, they're always looking for people. Have you spoken to a kid lately? Can hardly string a sentence together, and honestly, the teachers, not that much better either.
Is that what you wanted to see me about?
Yes! Yes, yes. Well, there is this issue of if you could maybe this infrastructure bill. It's a tricky one, very, very tricky, and I'm torn. I'm really torn on this.
Well, what do your instincts tell you?
My instincts. Yes, my instincts are probably telling me to vote for, yes, for the bill.
That would be one option.
So you think against?
That would be the other.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, the problem is there are good reasons on both sides. I mean, if I vote for, it'll really shore up my support in the party and play well with the base, but then there are certain factions that seem to be swinging against, and honestly, the wider public,
Gerald's against.
Gerald's against? Oh my God, Well, that settles it then.
So you'll vote in favour?
No, against. If Gerald's against, then Wait. What do you say for?
Well, if you want to capitalise on support within the party, get some of the bigwigs on board.
Yes. Yes, yes. But it is risky, though. I mean, what if Gerald comes out of this whole thing looking, you know, like a maverick with this whole principled opposition spiel?
Yes, he does do that well.
Ugh, conceited asshole. Touched my ass at a cabinet getaway years ago. Did I tell you that? I wish I could leak that to the press. Have him give a teary-eyed resignation with that trumped-up wife of his. Now that would be...
And the bill?
Right, the bill. So you think for, do you?
Gives you leeway. Allows you to keep your cards close to your chest.
Yes, yes. But there is another issue, though.
Yes.
So the bill gives some contracts to Kenny's company. I mean, some people might call that a conflict of interest. I mean, you don't think that's gonna come out, do you?
No. I mean, it's not technically your department.
No.
Besides, he's only your biological father.
That's true. That's true. And it's not like we're even that close. I mean, me and Kenny, dear old Kenny. I mean, we wouldn't be doing anything wrong, you know, really. Would we?
No, you wouldn't. Not at all.
Oh, I should really shoot off, but oh, thank you so much. This has been so helpful. You always have a way of teasing out exactly what I'm thinking. It's
not a problem.
Oh, and let me know if you'd like for me to have a word over at education or even transport. I mean, I'm sure they're desperate. Have you been on a bus lately?
Have you?
What?
Thank you.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure. Oh, toodles.
Can I get you anything else?
No.
The apple crumble on special? No?
Really, no. 2 coffees, 6.50, please, love. Thank you. Hi, it's me. Listen, she'll vote for. No, the pleasure is mine.
Did you see her? Did you see her again? In the front row as usual. I've been counting. It's the 12th time she's come. 12 times in a row. She must be in love. I'm in love!
Calm your teats. Where's my bottle?
She is so beautiful. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen. But soon, her lips are like cherries. Her cheeks like strawberries. Her hair looks like fields of gold, and her breasts like 2 apples, at least. And my favourite dress of hers is the green one, show number 6, and tonight.
Where's my bottle?
I'm convinced her name must be amazing too. Blanca? Rose? Aurora? Misty?
Or maybe Andrew. I asked you one last time, where is my bottle?
Why'd you have to be so miserable all the time?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm a rabbit?
You've been losing your enthusiasm lately, my dear. You drink too much.
Well, if you were dragged out of a hat by your balls every night, you would turn to drinking too.
It's supposed to be your ears. It's not my fault you fall asleep in the hat upside down. Have you been drinking before the show again?
Never.
Don't think I don't see you hiding away that bottle just before we go on stage.
It was my medication.
Medication for what?
Depression.
Depression? What is that? Never heard of it. Some kind of prostate problem.
It's a disease of the soul.
Oh. I didn't realize rabbits had a soul.
I didn't know conjurers had a brain.
Well, now, I am the brains of this entire operation. It was all my idea, the hat, the rabbit, the surprise.
It's the oldest trick in the world.
So what? Just because someone else came up with it doesn't mean I couldn't have had the idea first.
Surely. Ooh, I found the bottle.
Hey. What's that been doing in there?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Have you been drinking during the show?
Have I?
That's it. I'm hereby confiscating all bottles. How many have you got?
No, don't do this to me.
This has to stop, my little friend. I'm supposed to pull you out of the hat by your ears, and you're supposed to look funny, joyful. When I grab your balls instead, you look terrified and in pain. The audience is worried.
Are you?
Am I what?
Worried about me.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't use that particular word, no. I'm just focused on success, that's all. And that brings me back to Blanca.
Blanca?
Yes, well, she must have a name. And Blanca sounds just right. I'm sure she'd like it if I called her Blanca, don't you?
I don't know much about women.
Yeah, and you should educate yourself. I can be your teacher. Some say I'm the best.
I think I remember you told me once that you've only been with 2 women.
Well, 2's better than none, right? I mean, it's even better than 1.
Well, did you at least know their names, or has it always been Blanca for you?
Blanca is the perfect name for a woman. It associates with carte blanche, something innocent and pure.
Ooh, were they innocent and pure?
Of course. Who?
Your 2 women.
Well, as pure as only prostitutes can be. Call me any name you'd like, they said.
Ooh, did that cost extra?
So, coming back to Blanca in the green dress, Blanca with apples and cherries and whatnot. I intend to talk to her tomorrow night after the show. I will invite her back to our little room, and when I do, I'd like you to disappear. Then. You could really ruin my chances, and that would be a disaster. Besides, you have this depression thing. I don't want Blanca to get infected.
Depression isn't infectious.
No, I don't know. I feel sort of strange myself. I feel hot.
When you're depressed, you feel rather cold. The world seems empty, and you feel so lonely, as if you're the only creature on this planet.
Oh, thank God. That isn't my condition at all.
I wish you would show me some more empathy sometimes.
Empathy? What is that? Never heard of it. Oh, is it some kind of a new trick?
Yes, a trick. A trick of understanding another being.
Understanding? Yes. Well, I understand you perfectly, despite the fact that you are a rabbit. You say you feel cold? Get a blanket. See? That was easy. This whole empathy thing is easy.
Easy, yeah. Damn easy.
Tomorrow is a big night. Blanca will fall into my caring arms. Curious arms. Fascinating arms of a fascinating man. Get some rest too, my little friend, for tomorrow we shall do some magic again.
Yeah, right. Bye. Sleep tight. I feel as if I were in a hole. A black hole chasing an invisible enemy. Or is it perhaps my own tail? No, it's too small. My world has shrunk to the size of a hat. I'd rather be a gentleman and wear it on my head than squeeze myself inside. But there are not many job opportunities for rabbits. I wouldn't want to be anyone's pet. Pretending to care, pretending to love, react to every, come here now, come here. No, I'd rather be an actor. Well, maybe it's not that bad. No, it is bad. My doctor said that if I don't change anything soon, then what to do? What to do? Ten green bottles standing on a wall. 10 green bottles standing on a wall, and if one green bottle should accidentally fall, oops, there'll be 9 green bottles standing on a wall. 9 green bottles standing on a wall, and if one green bottle should accidentally fall, There'll be 8 green bottles standing on a wall. 8 green bottles standing on a wall, and if one breaks.
So, finally everything went according to plan. Are you happy?
What are you talking about? Nothing went according to plan. My beloved Blanca didn't show up.
No, I'm not talking about any blancas. I'm talking about the hat and the ears.
Why would you talk about Blanca's ears?
Not hers, you fool, mine. My effing ears that you held tonight instead of my balls. Finally, a breakthrough.
But why didn't she come? Maybe she's sick.
Maybe she did.
How could you say such a thing? You have no heart!
All right, I have no empathy. Yeah, right. Hey, maybe she'll come tomorrow. Maybe she just needed a break. I mean, how many times can you watch the same boring thing over and over
You're
and
right.
over and over?
She will come. She must come. I have plans, ideas. I really thought this through.
Have you?
Of course. I always think things through. Well, most of the time.
Listen, I think we need a new trick. If we advertise it well, she will come to see it.
That was exactly my idea.
Was it?
Of course.
And what was your idea exactly?
Oh. Oh! A rabbit in a hat.
That's what we're doing now.
Is it?
That's what we've been doing for months.
You might be right.
Of course I'm right. Now listen, I think the new trick should be that we're going to put me
But
on a
why
pedestal.
is she not coming?
No, listen, the new trick should be that we're going to
She
put
must
me on a pedestal.
be sick.
The new trick is that if you say one more word about this woman, then I'm leaving!
I feel cold. The world feels so dark. I feel as though I'm at the bottom of a black hole, chasing some kind of ghost.
Maybe it's my tail.
Where's the bottle?
What bottle?
Don't be a fool. Where's your bottle?
I threw them all out before the show today.
Oh. There was more than one.
Yes.
And now there are none. Just when I need them most!
I'm afraid so. I told you it's a disease of the soul, but you wouldn't listen. You feel cold, you feel lonely, you feel helpless. Alright. I would never have suspected it, but now that I see you in that state, I feel kind of sorry for you. You look like a miserable rabbit dragged out of a hat by his balls every night. No, my mercy, you old prick. Time for the empathy trick. I didn't even know I could rhyme so well. Anyway, I will conjure one bottle specially for you straight from the store around the corner. Pure magic. I'll be right back. Bye!
Oh, Blanca. My beautiful little bird. Where have you gone? Without your sparkling eyes and cherry lips, I feel lost, insecure. The world is a dark and unfriendly place. Send me a sign, that I may know that you are all right, that you'll come to see me again. Send me a sign. Send me a sign in the shape of...
It will not help with anything in the long run, but maybe you'll feel less of everything once you're drunk. At least that's my experience. In order to feel some of the effects, you'll have to drink it all at once. I can show you how. Just give me the bottle. Give me the bottle.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think we are drinking and you can just give me a chance. 10 green bottles standing on a wall. 10 green bottles standing on a wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 9 green bottles standing on a wall. 9 green bottles standing on a wall.
This is my atelier, my dear Blanca. Oh, and this is my colleague, the rabbit, who is just leaving, right?
Hi, I'm Alice. Good evening, sweetheart.
Funny of you to call him that. Now, the rabbit, if you'd finally leave us alone.
I was just leaving, so
No,
wishing you a nice, cozy evening.
You're not leaving, are you? We have so much to talk about. I've been coming every night to see you. You are so funny indeed. So being around you, it just must be so amusing. I had a small break because I needed to see the doctor, but everything is fine again. He said I am not depressed at all. I have a new goal in life. I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
What's going on? I don't understand.
You don't need to. Just leave.
Leave? But this is my atelier, and this is my fucking rabbit, and you
Are you
my...
done? I don't mean to be impolite, but it's high time you left.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my place.
All right. You asked for it. Come on. Get out. Come on. Good night. Sleep tight. Now, my beautiful, furry lover-to-be. I fell in love with you. From the first moment I saw you coming out of your hat in your funny style. I don't quite understand why you changed the trick and your ears come out first now, but you are the artist and you know best. You are my one and only. Every night I feel so blue, but now you fulfill me. I should tell all my friends.
I don't like to be mocked.
Oh, my love, I would never mock you. I've just never met a creature so full of grace as you. You are beautiful and you are loved. I have plans, ideas. I've really thought this through. I've never been with a rabbit before, but I'm sure the two of us can jump over all the obstacles. Come to me, embrace me. Are you afraid of me? Oh, don't be. I mean you no harm. I just want to hug you and feel your delicate fur on my arms and on my face. Oh. All right. I'll follow you. Wherever you go, do not underestimate the power of a woman in love. Come to me, my dearest. Oh.
Wait! Wait!
Rabbit!
Look at me!
Wait!
Stop!
Look at me!
I love you!
I love you!
Blanca!
Rabbit!
Why don't you listen?
Why don't you listen?
You could be mine!
You could be mine!
You could be mine!
Rabbit, baby!
Frankie, Frankie, where are you, my little snuggle bunkins? Oh my God, what's that smell?
In here!
What the hell happened?
Frankie happened!
Where is he?
I don't know, but look! Look at what he's done!
No.
Yes!
Did you see him?
No! He's hiding, ashamed of himself, I expect.
Oh, that's disgusting. It smells like sardines at fondue.
I know! I've had to put up with it for the last half an hour.
Half an hour? You've been home for half an hour?
Yes!
Well, why haven't you cleaned it up?
I've been waiting for you.
What? Why? To clean it up?
No!
Yes, you have. You've been waiting for me to come home and clean it up.
No! I've been waiting to show you. To show you what he's like.
Well, what have you been doing then while you were waiting to show me?
Making sure he doesn't do it again.
Oh, I see.
He's not shown his face since I've been here. He knows I'm very cross with him.
Yeah, well done, you.
So now you know what he's like.
Yes, I know exactly what he's like.
What he's capable of.
I do indeed. Right, what should we do now?
Give him a severe talking to.
Not Frankie, not what should we do about Frankie, what should we do about all this?
Clean it up.
Is that a question? How is that a question? Are you asking me to clear it up?
No.
Yes, you are. You expect me to do it.
No, I don't.
You've been home for half an hour and it never occurred to you to clean it up yourself.
I was waiting to show you.
Well, you could have taken a picture and shown me that.
Not the smell. You wouldn't have got the smell.
Fine. Now you've shown me. You're still not doing anything about it though, are you?
We are talking.
You are going to do it then?
Do what?
Clean it up!
What? Why me?
Why not you? You've been home for half an hour. I just got in after a very stressful day.
I've had a stressful day too.
But you've already had half an hour to relax.
I couldn't relax with all this mess.
Well, why didn't you clear? Never mind. Why did I ever agree to get a damn pet in the first place? I've got enough to do looking after you.
You love us, really? And you paid for him, so he's more yours than mine.
That's not... Oh, don't you try that with me.
I'm not trying anything. I'm just saying you bought him. It's your name on the adoption certificate.
No, he's our creature. We're both responsible, which means we're both going to clear up after him.
Fine.
Fine.
Or we could toss a coin.
And the loser clears it up?
Yep.
Okay, I call heads. Damn it! But you're going to do it next time.
Of course.
I'll get a bucket.
Oh, I forgot to show you the kitchen.
All right, we'll take a short 10-minute break. Enough time for you at home to go to the bathroom, stock up on drinks. Check out the link below if you want to support us. Thank you, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. All right, we're almost ready. Only 1 more minute to go. Very good. Splendid. Amazing.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening.
I'm Jean Rudling from Badger News. How are you?
I'm good. I'm splendid, in fact.
All ready for the demonstration, are we?
Oh yes, everything is ready to go. I can't see anything should go wrong.
Great. Well, let's begin when you're ready.
Yes, let's. Okay. Good evening, Pierce.
Good evening.
How are you?
Very well. Couldn't be better.
Good, good. And you, Margaret, also in fine fettle, are we?
Oh, yes, of course.
Very good. Now, as I have explained before, this is Jean Rudling from Badger News, and the discussion is going to go out live, and Jean will be leading the discussion, okay? Good, please.
Good. Well, here we are then. Do make yourselves comfortable, and we shall begin. Well, as arranged, the topic of the discussion this evening is the state of the world, in particular, poverty and inequality. We'll both have very different views, of course, but that's all part of the fun. We may even disagree, or should I say, beg to differ, but that's no reason to get upset, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
You know, we're all adults.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As part of our series, The State of the World Today, this evening we are discussing a serious global problem, one which is close to our hearts, inequality and poverty in modern society. I'm joined on my left by Piers Brogan, and on my right by Margaret Coxon. Good evening to you both.
Good evening.
My first question is to you, Margaret, of course, ladies first. People complain these days about there being too much inequality between the rich and the poor, and hence poverty. What would you say to them?
Well, let's start with a basic fact that can't be denied, that there always has been inequality of wealth and always will be. Even in the earliest tribal societies of hunters and gatherers, some people have proven to be more successful than others, and maybe more intelligent, and will work harder. This is genetically determined.
Would you agree with that assessment, Piers?
Yes. To a point. But inequality of status or wealth does not mean poverty. If we look at these simple tribal societies today, we will see that there is almost no poverty as we would understand it. Despite those inherent differences between members of the tribe, the strong care for the weak. For example, as Margaret will, I'm sure, be the first to admit, in a hunter-gatherer society, the hunters protect the women and children.
Do you agree, Margaret?
Oh, this is a very rose-tinted view of early societies. I mean, even today we have matriarchal societies where the women do the gathering and the men stay at home. But it is true to say there will be better, more competent human beings, male or female.
That seems to make sense, doesn't it, Piers?
Yes, it may well seem to, but it's
It's important, I think, to place Margaret's noble savage in context. She's speaking of a time before agriculture, Cain killing Abel and everything that followed, the spread of the written word, cities, everything that we would call civilization.
And incidentally, the rise of massive surplus wealth and patriarchal hierarchies.
And you must admit, the Enlightenment, the Industrial Revolution, science, technology, your computer, and, yes, the washing machine.
And climate change and destruction of the environment.
So it was all downhill all the way, was it? What are you, some kind of anti-civilizationist?
What's that supposed to mean? Sounds like gobbledygook to me.
Well, yes, very good, but I think we are in danger of losing the thread here.
Yes, indeed. Let's get back to inequality nowadays. Look at the modern workplace today, and you will see immediately the differences in competence and capability amongst the staff. And then, leadership. When I work with a group of people, I notice at once that some people are good at making decisions, usually women nowadays, whereas others are just dither and hum and ah, if you know what I mean. These people obviously will and should be paid less.
Well, yes, I think we would all agree that these lazy layabouts don't deserve to be compensated as well as those who are clever and keep their noses to the grindstone. Though I'm not entirely sure I agree with you that women are indeed better decision-makers than men.
Well, yes, but I won't rise to that one. The fact is that it is these weaker human beings, male or female, who are the dross of society, who will end up unemployed. They haven't the gumption to get a job.
Very interesting. You both agree, then, that inequality is somehow inevitable. But if I may push the discussion in another direction, is it not true to say that these weaker human beings, as you call them, may in fact be handicapped or unhealthy, and they cannot go out hunting or working in offices? They may require special care and attention. Well, what about them? Margaret?
Well, sorry, but that goes without saying. I mean, naturally, we're going to need some sort of social net to make sure the weakest and poorest do not end up on the streets begging or dying of illness or starvation. We all agree on that. And then I don't think that either of us would claim to be social Darwinists of the cruder variety.
Okay.
But how can that be organised?
Well, that is the fundamental principle of the social contract in almost all political thought, from Machiavelli to Hobbes or even Marx. There is the basic assumption that men are, it is at least implied that human beings are fundamentally greedy and egoistic.
Ah, of course, the selfish gene.
Yeah, indeed, yes. So it is necessary, therefore, that we have laws to make sure that there is no excessive abuse, cruelty, or exploitation. And here, the state, democratically elected as we now understand it, must step in.
Do you agree, Margaret?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this stepping in by the state requires spending enormous sums of money.
Indeed, and we must be careful. Such a huge edifice of government control must be tightly monitored, or the unscrupulous will take advantage. Our public servants may be just as untrustworthy as those nasty capitalists, if you know what I mean. To say nothing of the benefit scroungers.
Yes, and time again, as you say, we see people cheating the system. So, it is better to make public institutions work on the same principles as private institutions, as far as possible, so that natural competition can stabilise prices, check for dishonesty, and above all, weed out the wheat from the chaff.
Well, yes, assuming then that inequality is inherent in society, need the differences be so extreme between, say, the CEO of a global company and your average social worker? There are differences which are sometimes quite obscene. Yachts in the Bahamas or wherever, second or third homes around the world, whereas the majority of workers struggle to find anywhere to live.
Well, I'll take this one if you don't mind, Margaret. This is a structural question, and frankly one of basic economics. The CEO generates more wealth for society, whereas the social worker, Or car mechanic, let's say, merely fulfills a role in society. A cog in the machine, if you will. Naturally, the CEO, who must bear massive responsibilities, will be highly educated, and he or, yes, occasionally, nowadays, she must be of the highest caliber. Every company must attract the top talent.
Yes, and even at a national level, each country will need to compete for the best. If a UK company doesn't offer high enough salaries, the really bright people will go elsewhere. To the US, for example. Oh, God forbid.
But excuse me, shouldn't this imbalance be modified by taxes?
Oh, tell that to the fairies. Oh, no. Seriously, first of all, there are infinitely many ways to avoid taxation. Not even mentioning the current leader of the free world. And second, statistically speaking, any political party or government that proposes raising taxes will lose elections. Socialism is a dead duck.
Well, I can't help agreeing with that. I would even go further and state categorically that any country that tries to increase the power of the state in order to redistribute wealth is bound to fail. I mean, look at Soviet Russia previously, or Venezuela today.
But if I can interrupt you, there are certain countries that find a better balance with less inequality and less poverty than others. Some Nordic countries, for example, or even, well, let's take Switzerland.
Well, yes, I suppose so, but look at the people. Some of the most boring in the world. What was it that Graham Greene said about the Swiss? Cuckoo clocks and all that.
Oh, come on, that's old hat and not even true. They were invented in southern Germany. Oh, no. But seriously, the reason these countries can find a better way is because they are relatively wealthy and have small, easily manageable populations. I mean, you can't do that in highly developed economies like the US or France or the UK. I mean, see what happens in Italy or Greece even. And then what about the developing countries?
Oh, look what's happening in China.
Oh, well, there's your answer to equality. Complete authoritarian control.
Yes, everybody's the same over there, aren't they? You can't tell them apart.
Well, yes, thank you. But I'm afraid we really must draw things to a close here, as we've run out of time. Allow me to thank you most sincerely on behalf of Badger News for this perceptive and erudite discussion and this stimulating insight into the state of the modern world.
Yes, thank you. It's been an enormous pleasure.
It's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
Right.
Brilliant, Professor. Congratulations. You certainly have done it. You have proven in front of a live audience that it is possible to create smart, fully human, and without a doubt, far-sighted intellectuals.
Yes, I think we can safely say that we have now reached a point at which we can honestly claim that we have managed to manufacture fully conscious, politically aware, and most of all emotionally sensitive human automata. This, in every sense of the words, is artificial intelligence.
no. You may want to go a bit easy on.
Ah, sure. Well, this really, really sucks.
What? The malt?
No, not. Of course not. The malt's fine.
Well?
I can't believe it. I can't bloody believe it.
What exactly? That she's finally taken this step, or that this really is it?
Well, how can this be it?
Well, there were some rather obvious signs.
No, we agreed that this would be temporary. To see how it might work out for the both of us.
I see.
Well, she can't actually mean it. Like, actually.
What? Wanting you out of her life? How on earth could she possibly not want that?
Well, because she just couldn't.
She told you to get packing.
And?
She stood over you while you did.
Yes?
And made sure you packed all the shit you could possibly need.
Well, she's like that.
Like what?
Concerned. Make sure I'll be alright.
Not to make sure you'd have no excuse for coming back for anything.
No, that's her. She's
furious,
thorough,
and consistent once she's made up her mind.
Possibly.
Not possibly, Mark. Totally. I seem to recall she said words to the effect that you were never to darken her door ever again.
She has a degree in English Lit. She likes a colourful turn of phrase.
Colourful.
Besides, she agreed that this would be a trial separation.
A trial separation?
Yes, she did.
After you called her 23 times, left her 35 voice messages, sent 48 texts, not to mention swamping her inbox with countless rambling emails.
Well, yes, because it is kind of important to me.
So she finally agreed to calling it a trial separation. You don't think her simple wish for a bit of peace might have had anything to do with that?
No, of course not.
Well, I can't help thinking...
Well, look, I wish you didn't, to be honest. And nothing bloody constructive ever comes of it.
You're deluding yourself.
What on earth are you talking about?
How many so-called trial separations, in your experience, have been anything less than permanent? Precisely.
Oh, look, just fuck off.
Mark, if you're going to drink yourself into stupor, you will have to forgive me, but I'm getting the hell out of here. I can do without the
nauseating ramblings of a pathetic drunk. Look, when the shit goes down, women cry, men drink.
Oh, wow, man, that's so deep.
Well, you may well scoff.
For the sake of what is left of your dignity at this point, I hope that was the booze talking just there.
Meaning?
You have form with mistaking booze-fueled flights of fancy for brilliant inspiration.
Oh, I still don't get what you're on about.
Marima? That summer back in your late teens?
Ah, you mean that beach holiday with, what was her name? That German chick. Dagmar or something.
Yeah, that's the one. The night of your Chianti binge, when Dagmar's neighbour came over for dinner.
Yeah, Marinella. Whew. Wow, she was something else, wasn't she? Her legs went on forever. Dark curls all the way down to her arse. Man, what a pair of tits. Oh. She was the stuff wet dreams are made of.
Yeah, and after having tried all evening to get her to pay attention to your juvenile antics...
What do you mean, juvenile antics? I was totally on a roll.
Seriously, Mark? You still keep telling yourself that? And then, off the worse for wear, badly, you decided to compose a poem to Marinella, my muse.
Fair enough. I mean, it may have been a bit soppy. It was totally heartfelt and pretty clever, don't you think?
Mark, it was beyond awful. But instead of possibly reconsidering your situation and your poetic outpourings in the harsher light of the following morning, you had to go and shove it under the door of her beach chalet.
Yes, it may not have been the best way forward.
You're not kidding. Not only did the whole thing really upset Dagmar?
Well, she was kind of into me as well, wasn't she? But to be honest, she was a bit too jerry-built for my taste. Jerry built. That's a good one.
I suppose you remember Giancarlo's reaction.
Giancarlo, yes. What a bruiser, huh? Yeah, never really understood what Marinella saw in him. Yeah, well, that was a bit unsettling.
Unsettling? If Marinella and Dagmar hadn't managed to calm things down a bit, you would have been lucky to get away with only a broken nose.
Come on. Wasn't that serious?
Oh yes, Mark, it was. You were an idiot as a teenager, and if it's gone anywhere since then, it's been downhill.
Look, bringing all this up is relevant how exactly?
Because of the direct line to the present, and you still can't see the connection.
Oh, sod it!
You really need to slow down on the sauce, Mark.
Why? What difference does it make?
It will make you look less like a cliched caricature for a start.
Cliché.
Oh yeah, and pathetic. The jilted lover drowning his sorrows.
I am hardly a jilted lover.
Oh yeah? How would you describe yourself then?
Being in the doghouse. Temporarily.
The doghouse?
Temporarily. She'll come round. She needs me. She lives in a bloody nice place. She drives a smart motor. She goes off on those spa weeks. She must realise I'm a good provider.
And you think that's all that's needed? Oh, for God's sakes, Mark, this is irritating beyond belief.
What is?
You knocking back this pricey stuff like it was soda.
Oh, so what? I can always get more.
Oh, that's so you.
What do you mean?
I think we both know you and I would not be here right now if you occasionally paused to consider possible consequences of some of your more questionable decisions.
Oh, what are you talking about?
You'd not be out on your ear if you occasionally bothered to switch on your brains before...
Before?
Before you allow your cock to go into heat-seeking mode.
Come on. There was never anything serious in that. Besides, she never twigged.
Oh, you reckon not? The many late nights at the office.
Well, in a job like mine, you have to work late.
Regularly going off to lengthy business jaunts or residential training seminars?
Well, if she'd have wanted to, she could have come along.
Oh yeah, and you were always brilliant at selling that one. Darling, you don't like being stuck in this faceless hotel all day long. You don't like mixing with people you don't know.
Yeah, no word of a lie. And besides, it was my job, which cosily maintained her in a style she apparently quite enjoyed, if our credit card bills are anything to go by.
Possibly. But you playing away from home, she's not thick, you know.
Oh, come on.
Perhaps it wouldn't have been that bad if you hadn't brought your conquest of the day home and shagged her in your bedroom. That was real style.
Well, how could she possibly know that?
Oh, well, there was the curious incident of the thong under the marital bed, found vacuuming the bedroom after she got back from that week away. You don't think that was a bit of a giveaway?
No. I'd like to think I handled that one pretty smartly, actually.
What? Claiming that you had bought it to celebrate her return from the beauty farm and hid it under the pillow. Darling, it must have slipped behind the mattress and ended up in the dust under the bed.
Which is why it kind of looked not totally freshly laundered.
Mark, you can't seriously believe that she bought that for a second. Despite having married you, you know, she is actually a pretty smart cookie.
Well, that's a cheap shot.
Besides, you know very well she doesn't like lingerie.
Yeah. Well, she could be a right prig, you know. If she'd have been a bit more open-minded, then none of this would have ever happened.
Oh, you reckon? It's not because you're like a little boy who has to try out every new toy car.
Look, you don't know anything about me.
Mark, I know literally everything about you.
Well, surely you mean figuratively.
No, I do mean literally. And it mostly sucks. Big time.
You know what? Just lay off me, alright? I've had enough negativity to cope with.
And here I was thinking I could at last make you see things how they really are. I am wasting my time and my breath.
Well, that's harsh.
To be blunt, which I should have been from the off, you're
I am an
irredeemably pathetic, self-centered, delusional moron.
I suppose.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Pretty incredible, yes.
Yeah, to think they built all that over, what, 800 years ago? Hard to think of anything they put up nowadays looks half as good, eh?
Very true.
Yeah, it all seems to be about putting things up quickly nowadays, doesn't it? No love given for the aesthetic anymore.
It's a shame, really.
It's actually pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like the sort of lines you've got going on there.
Cheers.
Do that for a living, do you?
Well,
I guess it must be really hard for those that do it professionally, eh? Gotta have something really special to bring in serious money.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that really is very good.
Cheers. I'm pleased with how it's going.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yes.
Well, that painting there, you wouldn't be willing to sell it to me, would you?
It's not even finished yet.
No, I can see that. Obviously, I can see that, but I quite like the way it looks now. It's got a sort of natural feel to it.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, how much?
Actually, I think I'll hang on to this one.
What?
I mean, thank you, but I'll hang on to it.
50.
Look,
like 100.
It's not about the money.
200.
No.
More?
It's not for sale.
What's so special about it then?
Nothing really. I just don't want to sell it.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I might put it up somewhere. Maybe in my downstairs toilet.
What? You're kidding! You could paint another one like that! Selfish! That's what it is. Hoarding your paintings to yourself. You artists are all the same.
I mean, I'm sorry. I kind of like it. I don't want to sell it. I could give you the details of my website, though. I have one of the Sistine Chapel that you might like.
Sistine Chapel. Italian garishness.
All right, I could paint another one just for you, just like this one. I could make it exactly the same.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same, would it?
It'd be pretty similar.
That's not the point. What I wouldn't give for talent like yours. I wouldn't keep it to myself either. I'd spread it around, bring some joy to those who aren't so blessed.
I'm sure if you tried, I mean, the basics are relatively easy.
Ha! Easy for you to say, isn't it? I can't even draw a stick man. Never could. Once, at school, I drew a horse. Teacher thought it was a hill. It really destroyed my self-confidence. But I love art, and this would look incredible above my fireplace. It'd be the pride of my living room. You just want to stick it in your downstairs loo.
Maybe.
No, it's your talent. You do with it what you want.
All right, you can have it.
All right then. How much?
For free.
Free? You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I'm giving it to you.
Well, I want it now. Not after all that. I don't need your charity.
But it's not charity, believe me.
No. I might be talentless, but I'm not cheap. No. You keep your stinking picture. I'm not playing your game, sunshine. Not playing at all. No way. Sorry, excuse me. Are you Jones? I thought it was you. I was literally just at your exhibition at the National. Oh, that's incredible. But it's so life-affirming.
You can have it.
Is it finished?
I saw a robbery the other day.
Huh?
Yeah. This man stole this woman's handbag.
Huh.
Yeah. He had a knife. I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
She screamed.
What happened then?
Police arrived. But robber had run away.
Huh.
One day, my child, all of this will belong to you.
Well, what about the land over there in the shade, Father?
No, not that. We do not go there. That does not belong to us.
Look, first it's all of this, but then it's all of this, but not over there. Look, you have to be more specific.
Well, I should have never adopted you. That's what I should have done. Fuck off.
Hi.
Hi. So how was your day?
Terrible. I got hit by a bus.
I won the lottery.
Cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Ah, Bill. I remember him well. Whatever has happened to him?
I don't know.
He used to tell us stories about Ramon and Gina. Do you remember?
What about them?
Well, she was a girl. He was a boy. Can I make it any more obvious?
Was he a punk? Did she do ballet?
He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. What more can I say?
That's love!
What's love got to do with it?
Nothing.
What's love got to do with it? Ooh! What's love?
And everything at all. Hi.
You guys hear about Bill?
No, what?
He robbed the gas station, stole a car exploded. He's presumed dead.
What? Bill?
Yeah,
He was a duck bill.
best I ever met.
Huh.
And here, we have a representative of the male Homo sapiens in one of nature's most fascinating mating rituals. The females present themselves, a purely visual dance. He has found one, her lips pursed to form a so-called duck face. His fingers hover over the screen, and the dance has begun. Is he going to swipe left, swipe right? He has this vision of the phone informing him that it's a match because, of course, she should match him, he thinks. And he does swipe right. But alas, it's not a match. His fragile masculinity is hurt, and he will gather with his male companions to drink intoxicating beverages and complain about how all women are stuck-up bitches and care only about cheap sex with stupid jocks and couldn't care less about meeting a real gentleman. And thus, the mating dance continues.
Well, anyway, that's when I realized it wasn't my fault, it was hers.
Well, how'd you find out? Was it the red stain on the carpet?
Oh, no, no.
Good afternoon. Let's start this meeting. Time is money.
I was just telling her.
I do not care. All right, first topic, sloth. The documents of the last 2 days were not filed on time.
What?
Second topic, the gluttony. The cafeteria is a place for intellectual retreat, not for you to stuff your talentless faces with marshmallow fluff. Thirdly, a lust. I have seen pictures online showing the two of you having a good time during working hours. Number 4, greed. If you do work overtime, you are not entitled to extra pay. It's your own fault if you can't finish your work on time. Number 5, envy. I can hear everyone talking behind my back. I'm in this position, well, because I am better than you. Number 6, pride. You are worthless. I'm the best. I make the rules. I earned it, and you did not. Number 7, wrath. Under your chairs, you will find your denouncement devices. Get up. Excuse me. Are you hot underscore guy underscore 76 parenthesis massive underscore P3ness parenthesis?
Do I look like hot guy 76 massive P3ness?
No. No, you don't. Sorry.
Dodged a bullet there. Hi, honey.
Hi there.
So today, crazy, right? The kids were very excited about the new trampoline we got this afternoon, but I honestly had to watch them every single minute to make sure they didn't do anything stupid. I mean, it was madness.
Well, you don't have to tell me, right? I had to unload 8 trucks today. Normally it's just 5, but today was just madness.
Yeah, and Carol, she managed to almost break the glass door to the veranda again because she thought the door was open and ran right into it.
Well, I don't think she'll ever listen to me and realize it's dangerous.
No, I don't think so either. Like, maybe we could put up a sign, you know, stop, let's take it slow.
Or I could just go up to her and let her know that I can't work that hard anymore because of my back.
I mean, do you think she's gonna listen to me when I tell her to stop running?
No, she wouldn't dare. I mean, I've worked there for 12 years now. She can't just fire me. Would you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here. So what are we having tonight? Pizza?
Yeah, that was also my thought.
See ya.
Right. So, when are we seeing each other again? Tomorrow. Great, thanks.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Are you serious right now? Sorry. Look, all I'm saying is give peace a chance.
Yeah, but then what about the rockets, huh? The missiles, the guns, the boats, the ships, huh?
Yeah, and what about the soldiers? It's a question of human resources as well.
Yeah, who will be killing the soldiers if there's peace?
Yes, they would be completely pointless.
Well, I guess you're right.
So, we press the red button then?
We press the red button.
Yes. Bye-bye, Sokovia!
And now for something completely different. Oh, I'm so relieved that the holidays start tomorrow. Oh, I cannot wait to get away from the school building and finally spend 3 weeks in Hawaii.
Oh my God, Hawaii is beautiful. I was there like maybe 20 years ago. It was way less touristy back then. You can't really get in touch with the locals, not like today.
Anyway, this week has been very stressful. I mean, I had to finish all the statements for the school reports. I mean, I worked until 6:30 yesterday.
Oh yeah, I also had a lot of reports to write. I worked until 8:30 yesterday. I even had to take some work home, and next work I'll have to work too.
Yeah, that's bad.
Totally, I mean...
Oh no! I just got a text from my girlfriend. She's not feeling good. I really hope it's nothing serious. I so want to go tomorrow.
Oh yeah, my uncle once got sick right before his vacation. He had to cancel the flight and lost all the money.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll see some celebrities at the airport in Los Angeles.
Oh, the girlfriend of my partner's working buddy once saw Ian McKellen in Cannes. Right there.
Look, there's a deer.
Oh, I saw 2 yesterday.
The weather's nice.
Where I live, there will be fewer clouds than here.
I like meat.
I'm a vegetarian.
I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, I'm starving.
Blue. Royal blue.
We're arriving in Bern, terminal station. Please get off the train.
Gotta go.
Once a relative of my partner's best friend's hairdresser almost forgot to get up at the last stop.
All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience.
Reason?
Yeah.
And conscience?
Yeah.
All of them?
Guys, have you seen this? It's the cutest thing. It's that video of that little cat that jumps off the sofa and it falls. Have you seen it? I've watched it at least 50 times today. And I know, I should be getting up and I should be doing stuff and the video's just there to waste my life away, but have you actually seen it? How he jumps off the sofa with the little legs? No. I should be doing something, right? I should be doing something about Brexit and about all the idiots sharing idiocracy. Here he goes again. No. Someone should be doing something about the state of the world, about the Nazis singing Hare Krishna in the streets and... It just posted another one.
He attacked me.
Rogue?
Wild, psycho, nuts, whatever. He started biting and scratching at my face.
So now you've trapped him in the kitchen?
Yes. I had no choice.
Are you hurt?
Yes, he bit my finger, see?
You poor, poor thing. Let me bandage that for you.
Would you do that for me?
Tell me exactly what happened from the beginning.
Well, I was working on my tablet and Frankie was watching. And then I went to the bathroom and when I came back he was acting all weird, making these throaty, growling noises with his hair all up on end. I tried to stroke him, and that's when he bit me. He started jumping and spitting and like he'd seen something, and he was... Oh. Maybe he's seen a ghost.
A ghost?
Yes. It was like he was suddenly possessed or something. They do say animals have a sixth sense, don't they? Maybe he's seen something.
While you were on the loo?
Yes.
There must be another explanation. Oh, please God, let there be another explanation.
I thought you didn't believe in God.
I don't, and I don't believe in ghosts either. Hang on, why is the table all wet?
What? Oh no! Frankie must have knocked over my triple roasted Robusta red eye.
Your triple roasted Robusta red eye?
With mini marshmallows.
That's very strong coffee.
Marshmallows take the edge off. I had trouble concentrating.
So you made yourself a toxic coffee, put it on the table and went out of the room?
To the bathroom.
I'm not surprised. And when you came back, Frankie...
Went mental. Wait. You don't think...
I do think...
Frankie drank the triple roasted Robusta red eye!
Oh my God, how much was in there?
I only had one sip and then I had to, you know.
We've got to get him out of there. He's destroying the place.
Can't we open a window or something?
Well, not from the outside we can't. We've got to go in there.
Go in there? Are you crazy?
Well, have you got any rich ideas?
Yes, barricade the door and wait till he calms down.
Sounds like you found your craft beer collection.
No! Your mother's antique vase?
Oh, damn you, Frankie! Oh, it's no use. We've got to go in there.
Can't go in there.
Oh, we must, for all that's good and sacred.
I thought you didn't believe in God.
Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, shut up.
Sorry. I'm scared.
Just stay behind me. I'm going to count to 3, and then we'll go in, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, charge!
So we have reached the end of our evening, the end of the live stream, and 2 things that blow my mind is, it worked!
Yay!
And we had over 100 viewers, which...
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for your continuing support. We hope you enjoy the show.
Was that my cue? Okay.
I don't know. Do you have more things to say?
Well, I want to thank everyone at home for watching, and if you like what you've seen, and if you want us to continue for another 10 years, consider donating something. You'll find everything in the description. Then I also want to thank everyone involved in this production, lovely co-producers, all the actors, actresses, props, lights, costumes. There's always a ton of people involved in these productions, and they're willing to just give their time, hours upon hours, to make something like this happening. So thank you to everyone.
Also, thanks to our playwrights and our directors for their wonderful job, and for all the time that they've invested, and for supporting the caretakers as well on their behalf.
And we hope to see you in person real soon.
And, of course, a big round of applause for our awesome producers, Nathalie, Alex, and Hulda.
And we're off here.